administration, faculty, and staff of East Wake, we would like to welcome our parents, family, and friends to the 2015 commencement exercise. Congratulations to the members of the graduating class for accomplishing this milestone achievement. Family and friends, we appreciate you for supporting us, and we thank you for sharing this special moment with us. I have the honor of introducing the first of our 4 featured speakers. From the time we enter elementary school, our parents have always encouraged us to do our best. While this is a noble goal, we all know how difficult it can be to accomplish. Our first featured speaker defines what it truly means to give your best every day. He has the highest grade point average for the East Wake School of Engineering Systems graduating class and the title of Auditorium. It gives me great pleasure to introduce Russell Lane Adams with words of inspiration.
Thank you very much, Brandon. Now, good evening, East Wake High School. This is Lane Adams coming to you with a valedictorian speech. Now, I bet you guys saw that one coming. But before I begin, I'd like to open up by saying, we started from the bottom, now we're here. We started from the bottom, and now the whole team, arts, IT, engineering, health science, the whole squad, we're right here. So, ladies and gentlemen, and students, I was tasked as the opening speaker to make sure you feel inspired. And frankly, I had no idea how to do that. It's at this point in my speech that I actually ran out of ideas. So, I did the one thing a teenager like me could do. I went to YouTube. After hours of videos titled Best Valedictorian Speech Ever and the Greatest Inspirational Speeches in Movies of All Time, and even Taylor Swift's Shake It Off, I realized that no, I wasn't General Patton. I wasn't Rocky Balboa, and sadly, I'm not Batman. But I did realize something that I am, and something that we all are, and that something is something that not even Batman can become. Because we're all warriors. I needed something to inspire me to write this speech. And so I looked to you, my fellow classmates, and I found all the material I could ever need. We all started freshman year sticking close to our color-coordinated hallways. And if you were anything like me, you lost an entire lunch period because you stumbled down the wrong one. Regardless, we eventually overcame our fear of the unknown and explored the school that we've called home for the last 4 years. As we met new people, we faced new challenges, and one by one, we overcame them. And I'm not joking. A few notable examples are the 2012 apocalypse and Zayn leaving One Direction. I would like to fast forward to junior year, a year when East Wake was about to take on an issue larger than all of us. East Wake was about to take on pediatric cancer. Our goal was originally to raise $500 within 14 fundraising school days. However, Mother Nature thought it would be far more interesting if our fundraising days were cut to 5. At first, I thought it was going to be impossible. I thought we were never going to reach our goal, and Constantino's afro was going to grow so large that birds would nest in it. But as I walked around the cafeteria, shaking my pediatric cancer research can, which was really an old Pringles cup, I realized that my fellow classmates were going to prove me wrong. And he did. Within 5 days, we exceeded our goal and raised $858 in student donations alone. If it weren't for the Warriors, who were willing to clean out their car for change, if it weren't for the Warriors who were going to sacrifice a lunch period so they could carry around a donation can, if it weren't for you, class of 2015, we wouldn't have made it. You left me inspired so much that when the pediatric cancer research event returned the following year, we raised our goal even higher. And this time, not only did the students donate, but the staff as well. And they pushed our total over $2,000. Thanks to you, class of 2015, I realized that I don't need superheroes or movie characters to inspire me to work harder to achieve my goals. Because I don't need fictional characters pursuing fictional obstacles and overcoming them to inspire me. That's because I have you, and we have each other. We are 4 out of 171 schools in Wake County. We are 4 out of 1,084 high schools in North Carolina. And we are 4 out of over 21,000 high schools nationwide. We're only 4. But look what we've accomplished in our 4 years. That's something to be proud of. That's something to be inspired by. How many times have we been led by Jake Watkins, inspired by him, to cheer on our fellow Warriors on the football field after hearing him just yell East? Is there anything not inspiring when you hear that our band won at a state competition with the highest possible scores? Or how about when you hear that our winter guard and drumline, despite only being 2 years old, played so well at a state competition that they've been elevated to a higher division? Our HOSA chapter, this year alone, was able to say that we've sent 4 students to nationals. As if these facts weren't enough to inspire us, we've had teachers who all along the way worked day in and day out to do just that. I often recall seeing Mr. Dyer wearing either a pink wig or a unicorn hat. And no, he didn't wear those because he was crazy. Actually, maybe have. But the true reason was because he wanted to inspire his students to learn by making his class interesting. I've seen Mr. Lindsay become Dr. Lindsay, and he didn't go back to school because he was crazy. He went back so he could set an example and inspire his students to pursue a higher education. Now, no one said growing up in our generation is going to be easy. We have problems. Every week it feels like there's a new riot. You turn on the TV and all you see is gloom and doom. You hear people complaining that America's falling behind while our national debt is racing ahead. But since when has doing anything worthwhile ever been easy? Confucius said, "He who said he can and he who said he can't are both usually right." I think it's about time we choose which one we're going to be. You, Eastwake, have already helped me decide. But now it's time that I ask you, what do you want to be remembered as? I hope that you want to be remembered as a warrior. I hope that future generations will look back on us and see a class of warriors who fought their way and overcame every obstacle. I want them to see a class that refused to give up on their goals and their dreams. A class that did what warriors do best and fought against adversity and succeeded. There's always going to be someone else in life with our goals, wanting to live our dreams and take our place. But we have something that they do not, because we are warriors. And we will fight as we fought against pediatric cancer. We will fight against any preconceived notion that a graduate from a small school in North Carolina cannot change the world. We will fight to change the world. And we will fight to make a difference. And Eastwake Warrior Class of 2015, we will succeed.
We are glad to have family, friends, and faculty with us on this day of celebration. We have the honor of introducing our distinguished guests. As we acknowledge our guests, we ask for each guest to stand and to remain standing until all have been introduced. Audience, we ask that everyone hold their applause until each guest has been recognized. We are pleased to have with us today Wake County Public Schools System Superintendent Dr. James Merrill. Town of Zeppelin Mayor Robert Matheny. Wake County Board of Education, District 6 Representative, Board Chair, Ms. Christine Kusher. Wake County Board of Education, District 1, Representative Board, Vice Chair, Tom Benton. Wake County Public School System Deputy Superintendent for Academic Advancement, Ms. Kathy Moore. Wake County Public School System Eastern Area Superintendent, Dr. Edward McFarland. Wake County Public School System Assistant Superintendent for Student Support Services, Ms. Brenda Elliott. And Wake County Public School System Eastern Area Special Assistant, Ms. Diane Garland.
Eastwake High School Dean of Students, Mr. Leon Hines. Eastwake High School Senior Class Counselors, Ms. Stacy Davidson, Mr. Reginald Lowry, Ms. Carrie Pinnell, Ms. Karima Majette, and Ms. Tiana Reed. Eastwake High School Class of 2015 faculty sponsors, Ms. Maddie Boone, Ms. Christina Thompson, and Ms. Susan Wall. Thank you all for joining us on this special occasion. We have the honor of introducing our next set of featured speakers. Since entering high school, our teachers challenge us to work towards your potential. While this graduation ceremony represents the fulfillment of that potential, a select few of us have truly excelled beyond that method.
Our next featured speakers have earned the highest grade point average for their schools, have earned the title of valedictorian for Eastwake School of Integrated Technology and Eastwake School of Arts, Education, and Global Studies, respectively. I am pleased to introduce our keynote speakers for our commencement exercise, Kaylee Jasmine Marchena Romero and Cody Bray Staples.
Welcome families, friends, teachers, and the class of 2015. I was going to think of a really clever intro, but I think Blaine beat me to it. My speech has two parts. The first one will be in Spanish because I wanted to address the Spanish community. Bienvenidos profesores, familias, amigos y la clase del 2015. Bueno, lo logramos. Muchos de nosotros venimos de familias con padres que vinieron a este país para hacer un futuro mejor para nosotros, dejando atrás sus familias para que nosotros pudiéramos sentarnos aquí, en estas sillas, como graduados. Quiero agradecer a todos los padres y familias para todo el sacrificio que hicieron por nosotros. Ahora es nuestra responsabilidad de hacer cosas grandes con nuestras vidas. No va a ser fácil. Vamos a fallar y van a haber momentos cuando solo quieres decir que no puedes más. Van a haber personas que digan que no puedes lograr tus metas porque no puedes hablar inglés perfecto. Nunca dejes que esas personas o ni tú mismo te digan que no puedes, porque ya estamos a la mitad del camino. Nuestros padres no hicieron estos sacrificios en vano. Cada uno de ustedes tiene todo el potencial para hacer el mundo mejor. Solo tienes que tratar y creerlo en tu corazón. Recuerda, cuando pienses en darte por vencido, solo mire un poco atrás y trae tu mente hacia dónde ha llegado y sigue adelante. Vamos, clase de 2015. Lo logramos. Gracias. Well, here we are, guys. The last day of our 13-year chapter called Trudging Through the North Carolina Public School System. Although it's been 13 years, it seems like it wasn't that long ago that we started kindergarten. Elementary school was a blur. All I remember was endless naps and times table quizzes. Middle school was rough. Some of us were just starting to learn how to use deodorant, and some of us still didn't know it existed. Those were the ugly years, so we won't talk about them. And then high school. I want to say that I remember every moment of every year. Every football game where we slowly made our way to the front of the stands, seasons by seasons. Every assembly we had to sit through where we were yelled at for our tardiness, and every all-nighter we pulled before that 5-page paper was due. But the truth is, high school flew by just as fast as everyone said it would. We won't remember every moment in high school 10 and 20 years from now, and you probably won't even remember the speech. Whether we're ready for it or not, we're graduating today, so take it all in. This is the last time we'll sit here as Eastwake High School students, as students of the 4 small schools. So take pictures, give hugs, and take every moment in. Our lives after high school are going to change no matter what, but as you go forward, remember that the journey is just as important as the destination. Every single moment of your life has made you the person you are right now. We didn't just arrive to graduation. Throughout our years of schooling, we've gained friends and lost some. We've made memories that will last us a lifetime, both good and bad. and we started to discover who we truly are. This is not the end of the journey, it's just the beginning. So take opportunities, do what you love, find your passion, make mistakes, and raise hell. It's our turn now. Congratulations, class of 2015.
Good evening, and congratulations to the class of 2015. All our hard work has paid off, and soon we'll receive our diplomas as rewards. I would like to thank our families for supporting us and loving us unconditionally. Without you, there is no way any of us would have made it this far. I'm very honored to speak in front of you this evening, so here goes. A wise man once told me that some of the best valedictorian speeches he had ever heard use good stories, and that a lot of speakers underestimate the power of a good story. So in my speech tonight, I will try to give a little life advice by using 3 stories that have meant a lot to me throughout my high school career. Each story represents a trait or idea that is necessary for college, the military, or the workforce. The first trait is determination. Determination is my favorite word in the English language. I would much rather be described by my peers as determined rather than smart or intelligent. Tim Naki said, "I've always believed that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard." The prime example of determination is Tar Heel legend Michael Jordan. Many of us know his story. Michael Jordan attended Laney High School in Wilmington, North Carolina. He tried out for the varsity basketball team his sophomore year, but he did not make the team and was placed on the junior varsity roster. At 5'11" his coach claimed that he was not tall enough to be a success at the varsity level. Jordan had to prove that he was worthy by becoming a superstar on the JV team, posting multiple 40-point games. The summer before his junior year, Jordan grew 4 inches. It takes a lot of determination that I've obviously never had at 5'5" to grow 4 inches in one summer. We're not all that lucky. Jordan made the varsity team his junior year, and he was named a McDonald's All-American his senior year. He went on to become an NCAA champion, NCAA Player of the Year at UNC, 6-time NBA champion, and 5-time NBA Most Valuable Player. Being cut from the varsity team his sophomore year was a turning point in Jordan's career, even though it happened very early on. He used the criticism to work harder to accomplish his goals, and is widely known as the greatest basketball player of all time because of his determination and will to win. Jordan once said, "I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." Learning from his missed shots and lost games resulted in great success for Jordan off and on the basketball court. The second trait is humility. A humble person is one who is an honest and diligent worker. President Harry Truman said, "It is amazing what you can accomplish if you do not care who gets the credit." A person with humility lives by this quote. They do not work for recognition. They work because of an internal drive that doesn't settle for anything other than perfection. Humble people lead by example and do not make their accomplishments known to others every second of every day. Nelson Mandela embodied humility throughout his lifetime. Mandela served as president of South Africa from 1994 to 1999 after being in prison for 27 years for speaking out against the South African government that did not respect the rights of the black South African population. Wherever Mandela went, he always made his own bed. While serving political duties in China, he explained to the staff of his hotel that he would be making his own bed while there, which can be an insult coming from a guest in Chinese culture. He did not want anyone to serve him, and he didn't want to insult them or hurt their feelings. Mandela's personal assistant explained this by saying, he never really cared about what great big people thought of him, but he did care about what small people thought of him. Through racial segregation and discrimination, Mandela's pride and humility were never shaken. He was always grateful for what he had, and he made the world a much better place. The third trait is the willingness to face and overcome adversity. Whether you are going to college, the military, or the workforce, you're getting ready to face many challenges in life, especially in the beginning when you have to adjust to a new environment. Life after high school can be a reality check, and it takes some people a while to adjust. I know I missed my brother when he left home 4 years ago, and I'm really going to miss my parents when I go to Chapel Hill in the fall. I am willing to embrace the challenges that the future presents. This past summer at Passport Missions Camp in Jacksonville, Florida, I met a youth minister who had to overcome a tragedy in his life. He was a leader in my mission group that week, so I got to know him very well. At worship after the first day of the camp, he shared his story. He was driving his church's van to a youth trip a few years ago when they were in a serious car wreck. 2 of the youth were killed, and their leader who was driving the van suffered serious spinal injuries. He had to do physical therapy for a few years, and his back still isn't 100% healthy today. Earlier that day, he had noticed a difference in my arms and asked about my injury. I told him about the nerve damage I had suffered in my shoulder and neck during birth, and my range of motion will always be limited in my left arm. The night he shared his story with the camp, I hugged him and thanked him for his testimony. He told me that he was thinking about me the whole time he was up on stage sharing his story. His words were to me were the biggest affirmation of faith I've ever experienced. He is and always will be an inspiration to me because his faith in God stayed strong even at the lowest time in his life. Class of 2015, remember to be determined, humble, and willing to face and overcome adversity going forward in life. As of today, a new chapter in life has officially begun. I wish you all the best of your luck in your future endeavors. Thank you and congratulations, Eastway Class of 2015.
introducing our last featured speaker. As we begin to close the chapter on our high school career, many of us will reflect on the extensive memories that we all share. Numerous awards and honors have been given to us based on our achievement. However, there is no higher accolade for academic success than to be named the valedictorian of your small school. I am pleased to introduce you the Eastwake High School School of Health Science valedictorian, Kelly Marie Dottridge, with words of encouragement.
Good evening, and thank you for coming to support the Eastwake High School class of 2015. We would not be here without the love and encouragement from our families, friends, teachers, and administrators. We greatly appreciate all that you have done for us throughout our educational years. Classmates, today is the first day of the rest of your lives. You are turning over a new leaf. Education is a journey, not a destination. Dare to dream. Make a difference. The sky is the limit. The world is your oyster. We've heard these all before, whether it was while watching a cheesy high school movie on Netflix or at the last graduation that we attended. They're common words of advice that we are told throughout our adolescence, and particularly now as graduating seniors. I know I heard plenty of them on graduation Sunday at church, as well as any time I've seen my extended family in the past few months. While the people telling us these things mean well, it's hard to be motivated by empty phrases that don't apply to you. When you're about to go off into the world and make some of the biggest decisions of your life, like what college you'll be attending or what profession you want to enter, being told something that you could find on a bumper sticker as you're driving on the highway isn't all that helpful. Now that we've reached the end of our high school career, it is time for us to take what we've learned, as well as the freedom we will receive with our diploma, and figure out what we want to do and how we want to spend our time. People try to tell you the right thing to do after high school. You hear all about college and careers as if you're supposed to have it all figured out the second you walk across the stage. However, what's right for you and what's right for me are probably different. And what's right for you now may not be right for you a few years down the road. About 80% of students in the United States end up changing their major at least once, according to the National Center for Education Statistics. We are at the age where it's okay to have no idea what you want to do. It's also okay to change your mind, even if you've known what you wanted to do since you were 5. You don't have to know all the answers, you just have to make sure you're asking the questions. More specifically, ask questions about things you want to know, rather than the things people say you should know. What do you like? What sparks your interest? What will make you wake up every morning and say, I love my job? It doesn't matter what everyone else is doing, because you shouldn't aspire to be anyone other than yourself and the best you can be. Ellen DeGeneres would tell you to follow your passion, stay true to yourself. Never follow someone else's path, unless you're in the woods and you're lost and you see a path. By all means, you should follow that. What I'm trying to say is, no matter what anyone tells you, your plans after graduation are exactly that, your plans. Whether you're going to college, joining the military, entering the workforce, or whatever you decide, you should be proud because you're doing what is best for you. In closing, I'd like to leave you with these original thoughts. You are the future. Never stop learning. Be the change you want to see in the world. Congratulations, class of 2015, and remember, graduation is not the end, it's the beginning.
Thank you, Cody, Kaylee, Kelly, and Lane for your inspiring remarks. As members of the leadership team, Mr. Bazell, Mr. James, Mr. Shipp, Mr. Brown, Mrs. Carnes, Mrs. Newby, Mr. Wade, and I have had the privilege of working with these young men and women through their high school years. I now have the honor of presenting the class of 2015 to our assembled guests and of sharing with you some of their achievements and their future plans. At our senior ceremonies a few weeks ago, numerous seniors were recognized for their achievements. For the class of 2015, we have 84 high honor graduates, 39 honor graduates, 42 North Carolina academic scholars, and 79 Honor Society graduates, which include the National Honor Society, the National Beta Club, the Spanish Honor Society, the National Technical Honor Society, and the FFA honor graduates. The members of this class of 2015 has earned a total of $4,245,000 in scholarships for the coming academic year. This is a very special special class, and we would like to congratulate every member of the class on achieving this milestone. I would now ask the members of the class of 2015 and our distinguished guests to join me in expressing appreciation to the many persons here today who have provided the support, understanding, and love necessary for these extraordinary young adults to reach this commencement ceremony. Will the parents, grandparents, and other family members of this tremendous senior class please stand and receive our accolades through applause. Your families will always care for you. Your friends will always support you. Your school will always remember you with fondness and appreciate the contributions you have made as East Wake warriors. We will miss you. However, the time has come that you must fulfill your destiny and conquer new and exciting life goals. Whether you pursue post-secondary educational opportunities, serve our country in the military, or begin your professional career, we are confident that you are prepared for the challenges you face. We now move to the culmination of this evening's ceremony, the presentation of diplomas. This is an important event for each member of the class of 2015. Dr. Merrill and Mrs. Kushner, each administrative team has certified that all seniors presently seated before us have met all graduation requirements in accordance with the policies and statutes set forth by the state of North Carolina and the Wake County Public School System. We want to honor all graduates equally, and we ask your support and cooperation in maintaining the dignity of this ceremony. Each graduate has committed to maintaining the dignity of the ceremony by signing a pledge card. We request that all audience members adhere to similar points on the 2015 ceremony pledge. In order for all guests to hear the name of their senior this afternoon, we ask that everyone refrain from shouting or yelling and that you hold your applause until the last senior has crossed the stage. When Mr. Shipp certifies the class of 2015 at the end of the ceremony, we will all join together in one great round of applause in celebration of the class of 2015. Parents and guests, there is a professional photographer who will take each senior's picture as they receive their diplomas. Proofs will be mailed to you within a few days. Each assistant principal will now read the names of our seniors. Each principal will present diplomas to their graduating seniors. Superintendent Dr. Merrill will offer congratulations on behalf of the Wake County Board of Education and Public School System.
Along with Jennifer Carnes, Gregory Wade, and Trenton Brown, have the honor of presenting the candidates for graduation today. I remind you that we ask members of the audience to hold their applause until all diplomas have been presented. Again, we request that you refrain from calling out names or making other noises so that we may preserve the dignity of the program and every senior may be properly honored. Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, I now present the class of 2015. Namdi Josiah Ulysses Anacaroni. Yenny Armenda Asensio Salmaron. Gabriella Marie Batson. Joshua Paul Bennett. Logan Maureen Blunt. Adrian Robert Bowers. Latasha Patrice Brown. Lindsay Renee Bullard. Philip Nathaniel Campbell. Jamiqua Janice Carrington. Matthew Thomas Chambers. Charlotte Brittany Clevitt. Caitlin Angela Contreras. Haley Elizabeth Cook Thibault. Bailey Ann Creech. Samantha Kate Edwards. Isabella Nicoletta Finelli. Toya Lee Fennell. Jennifer Leathis. Jacqueline Lee Formicelli. Shakina Monique Foster. Iman Zara Fuqua. Brandon Garcia. Olivia Lee Garcia. Martin Garibay. Emily Sylvanus Gibson. Bailey Leanne Gleason. Jessie Ann Grant. Imani Nande Harris. Eliani Hernandez Acosta. Amanda Lynn Hunter. Akia Deanne Hunter. Monique Shaquan Hurley. Zadaya Lovey Jude. Paige McCain Johnson. Lexi Shantae Joyner. Megan Taylor Kelly. Dimonique Denisha Shaquita Ori Keys. Diamond Chanel King. Shander Murnay Lavelle. Robert David Lillis. Jordan Nicole Lissy. Maria Ruth Lowacano. Amanda Terry Lynn Lucas. Brandy Michelle Lumper. Rachel Nicole Lyman. Victoria Taylor McLean. Colson Thomas Miller. Maximiliano Miranda Gonzalez. Andrea Lynette Mitchell. Deborah Magoy Hacienda Wadimi. Kendrick Marcus Nelson. Zane Michael Nelson. Charisma Christina Olan. Giselle Pawamba Hurtado. Marcus Orlando Peppers. Hunter Ibarra Perez. Brandon Perry. Samantha Nicole Perry. Molly Francis Poole. Carolina Lane Ramirez. Amber Nicole Ramsey. Siobhan Lakeisha Reed. Robert James Regina. Alexandra Linda Reyes. Tremel Marquise Romero. Diana Laura Serrano Condi. Devon Khalil Shepard. Jessica Renee Sherry. Ashley Marie Simmons. Diamond Lexus Skinner. Adrian Smith. Caitlin Desiree Smith. Angelica Isabel Sotelo. Simone Chandrell Latanya Spencer. Cody Gray Staples. Jordan Jermel Thomas. Dakoya Shabella Todd. Dallas Trapp. Patricia Bridges Trapp. Devin Kincaid Trice. Jorge Luis Trinidad Marcial. Dieris Rayvon Vick. Emily Ann Vitt. Paris Taye Wall. Curtis Allen Wellbaum Fortunato. Sierra Sade Williams. Jasmine Brianna Young.
Russell Lane Adams. Alexander Xavier Allen. China Michelle Alford. Anastasia Marie Alston. Joseph Channing Bailey. Nicholas Andrew Bannon. Sanders Graham Barnes. Edgar Omar Basilio Gonzalez. Gerardo Bernabé. Dustin Gray Bowen. Bryson Walter Bowers. Kyle Creech Boyer. Zachary Dean Boykin. Tyler Jacob Bunch. Dylan Edward Bunn. Courtney Alyssa Burkett. Stephen Landon Canton. Lee Chadwick Chambly. Luis Regilio Chavez Ramos. Jamel Maurice Coles. Mauricio Antonio Constanza Lara. Candace Miracle Ann Marie Crummel. Christopher Daniel Bialy. Jason Andrew Dean. Ashley Nicole Ellington. Antonio Alanese Ellis. Asia Michelle Ingalls. Kelsey John Evans. Shaquana Nicole Faison. Carlos Antonio Flores Cruz. Jared Christopher Franklin. Anthony Anelli Giordano. Justin Matt Gray. Austin Tyler Griffin. Cordell Brantley Gunderson. Eric David Tasbrook. Jesus Martinez Hernandez. Jonathan Alexis Hernandez. Charleston William Hyde. Affinity Jasmel Brianna Holder. Jadon Devon Holloway. Taquan Orlando Holmes. Caitlin Michelle Horton. Michael Christopher Horton. Colton Robert Ireland. Nakia Monet Jones. Miguel Angel Juarez Reyes. Trayvon Alexander Kennedy. Brandon Isaiah King. Marissa Lynn Lavery. Christian Mark Lawrence. Avery Christine Lieberman. Nate Bianca Long. Brannon Dean Massey. Logan Grant Mazingo. Brandy Oshara Miles. Jacob Daniel Mills. Ryan Christopher Mitchell. Coley Benton Mizell. Hannah E. Mojica Villarreal. Jessica Lynn Pierce. Miranda Jane Phillips. Aaron Hunter Platt. Amanda Lynn Pulliam. Baron Jackson Rice. Victor Mauricio Romero Ventura. Nicholas Antonio Russell. Eric Vaughn Saltus. Eric Simon. Jonathan Allen Sloan. Isaiah Edward Smith. Joshua Asante Stubbs. Christopher James Swinson. Richard Frazier Tamp. Gregory Trayvon Taylor. Justin Lamont Vick. Michael Alexander Wall. Jacob Andrew Watkins. Juanisha Michael Jeanette Watkins. Christopher Andrew Welker. Jacob Wayne Wiggins. Dwayne Darrell Williams. Jamonte Deveron Winston Smith. Cody Paul Woodall. Joseph Rashad Young.
McNally Abreu. Omar Ahmed. Mary Elizabeth Aker. Blake Ashton Alexander. Angelia Sabria Ali. Crystal Marie Amaretz. Alexandra Lee Bailey. Alexis Victoria Baker. Caitlin Denise Baldry. Robert Marshall Bazell. Linda Amarat Bolton. Philip David Brogdon. Raekwon Allen Brown. Brendan Cambridge Rogers. Monica Lisette Castro. Benjamin Centeno. Nautica Kizana Chapman. William Norman Clement. Andrew Graham Clemens. Heather Jordan Conwell. Rachel Phillips Crowder. Benjamin David Darling. Kelly Marie Doldridge. Tamarcus Lamonte Davis. Antonio Christopher Duwa. Jamia Lashante Ford. Levi Corbin Freely. Zenaria Janae Frederick. Kenzie Reagan Gangler. Xavier Alexander Glenn. Marvin Joe Gonzalez. Allie Nicole Hatchett. Ashley Marie Helbig. Kiana Nicole Holder. Sarah Ashley Holt. Jaquan Malik Horn. Eugene Edward Hunt. Quincy Tiandre Jackson. Juanita Jimenez Vargas. Zara Jimenez Gonzalez. Zoe Sherelle Jones. Rosario Cristal Juarez de la Cruz. Nicole Elizabeth Kanjewski. Jalen Rashawn Lindsay. Darius Levi Magna. Naeli Martinez Masada. Joshua Leroy McLean. Justin Lynn Mitchell. Savannah Ashley McCusker. Adriana Marie Neal. Lauren Bailey Newell. Victoria Lee Nordick. Marilyn Simone Patterson. Dalikia Shadrell Perry. Michaela Ann Piggott. Angelica Lee Potter. Shaniqua Angela Pritchard. Karina Stephanie Cantanea Melendez. Brendan Hart Rica. Zorelis Rivera Roman. Hanin Rahman. Ruth Rodriguez. Brianna Nicole Satterwhite. Aaron Frederick Thomas. Raymond Serenin. Ashley Kerrigan Sherwood. Joshua Kermit Seiler. Smith. Imani Nia Stubbs. Allison Lee Sykes. Caitlin Ann Tarnowski. Luke Michael Tarnowski. Uriel Vallis. Isaiah Hadi Wantawadi. Hunter Christian Weber. Caleb Erwin Uyghur. Desiree Maria Wiggins. Austin Norwood Willard. Trevor Douglas Williams. Ashley Lauren Woodley. Kiana Danae Wynn. Robert Zatina.
Bernard Obed Kofi Ashenbaum. Esteban Aguirre. Tavares Alston. Jenna Lee Bataglia. Nicholas Andrew Bella. Caitlin Rose Bennett. Tavis Devon Jones. Sergia Edith Ronfield Mejia. Nicholas Marquis Cook. Joelle Michelle Cromwell. Danielle Monet Daniels. Isaac Oye DeShield. Contea Shaquetta Dixon. Ariel Michelle Earp. Hannah Marie Edwards. Carla Yvette Espinosa Santos. John Victor Ray Faust. Fabian Deshawn Fletcher. Kendra Clarice Fletcher. Kristen Suzanne Ford. Derek Lamarck LaRue Freeman. Gary Guo. Montrell Lamont Hankins. Teresa Bianca Hinton. Jasmine Dominique Hudson. Kayvon Jaquavion Jackman. Brandon James Jaffe. Alexis Alyssa Jenkins. Chaz Christian Johnson. Haley Nicole Johnson. Kania O'Shea Jones. Lashana Olivia Jones. Nancy Juarez. Cedric Javon Hale. Currendy Kaur Kara. Dominique Zane Knox. Jordan Daquan Lee. Ryan Lakeith Lenore Jr. Simone Regine Lucas. Nicholas Ray Lucas. Christopher Ray Macias. Angel Charnay Mangum. Jasmine Zakaya Mangum. Kaylee Jasmine Marchena Romero. Rodney Javier Mencias. Shanisha Latrice Miller.
Dennis Anuko Mangeri. Diana Narita Mangeri. Ramiro Navarrete. Noah Benjamin Nye. Crystal Cecilia Ochoa Peru. Ivan Manuel Peralta de Leon. Lexus Monet Perry. Robert Glenn Potmeyer. Jawan Sharif Prentice. Rexy Lawana Ramos Leva. Jalen Marquise Reed. Candace Danita Rimbert. Demonte Jaquil Rim. Melissa Arlene Seacon. Tiffany Silva Padilla. Deanna Myrell Smith. Jasmine Kennedy Smith. Tariq Fabian Spencer. Malik Travares Stewart. Joseph Wade Swanger. Demetrius Ricardo Temple. Sean Norris Trapp. Dylan Wyatt Williams. Calvin Douglas Wilson. Jamisha Denise Woods. Ajacia Monet Wynn. Casey Lynn Young.
Have exited the auditorium. All guests will be ushered from the auditorium to the front courtyard to meet the graduates. The Duke Energy Center for Performing Arts staff will be available to assist and direct all guests at the end of the ceremony. Kayla Marshall Romero, Cody Staples, and Juanita Jimenez Vargas, please come to the center of the stage. Will the class of 2015 please rise? On behalf of the faculty and administrative staff of East Wake School of Education, Arts Education and Global Studies, East Wake School of Engineering Systems, East Wake School of Health Science, and East Wake School of Integrated Technology, by the power vested in me by the Wake County Public School Board of Education and the state of North Carolina, I hereby declare you